Hi Pisces, how are you doing? I'm really happy to have you here. Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ and I am super delighted to have you here for your mid-month reading. This is from March 2022, a general read, can apply to any area of life. So Pisces, take the messages as they resonate with you. As always, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. If you happen to enjoy the reading, I would like to invite you to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and do follow me on Instagram for some daily inspirations. Okay, Pisces, before we dive into the cards, a very quick message from the meditation that I've done for you and all the signs in the morning. What came for you is an initiation of some kind, Pisces, liberation. Can be very spiritual for some, like a rite of passage, but it can relate to any area of life. There's a revelation as well, so like enlightenment, expansion of your mind space, seeing things you haven't seen before. So maybe coming to clarity on certain things in your life, because there's also light that is coming up and a sacred light. So it may be divine intuitive hints, messages. I said rite of passage can be very spiritual. But with the initiation and liberation, there's also some kind of a new beginning, new opening that can be in any area of life. But it does feel healing and some kind of uplifting, okay? So Pisces, let's see how or what the tarot cards have to say, and we'll see if the messages from the meditation align with the cards or blend with the messages, or they may be a completely separate message too. What is the essence, the theme of the second half of March for you? This is for Pisces. The King of Pentacles. Very strong, reliable energy. You in the theme. Three of Swords. Interesting. And last but not least, with what energy are you closing the month? Look, with the Emperor. I like this. So even though in the center you are showing up as the Three of Swords, you are surrounded by so strong energies, King of Pentacles and the Emperor, almost like mirroring energies, amplified energy. He's holding the coin. He's like holding this, whatever that is, like a glass ball or a crystal ball, but they're almost like mirroring, and this energy is surrounded by those two. So there's security, and even if there's any kind of sorrow or hardship, it's happening in a safe place. I hope that makes sense. And it's going into the past soon with the Emperor. Okay. Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So some kind of a conflict. It's not a conflict that is based on or with swords, right? So it's not focused on hurting, but you may be in conflict with someone. It may be a creative conflict, a competition of some kind, especially with the King of Pentacles. It may be business related, or you may be taking part in a job recruitment process or an audition of some kind where there's competition and you are trying to show yourself from the best side, your skills from the best side, or your creativity, your magic of some kind. Okay. And it's leading to some kind of new beginning. It's birthing something. Maybe you're learning. It can be a time of learning or test, or like training, because of those leaves, right, that are sprouting. So there's something coming out of this competition. So I like this. And also 5, number of change. So change, or that new change brings newness, right? I like seeing the Ace of Swords beneath, because there's clarity, there's some kind of an opening, and that immediately takes me to your meditation messages: initiation, liberation, horizons widening, spiritual, rite of passage. There's revelation, light, sacred light. That is the description of this card. You have all in this card: the light, rays of light, right? How it's almost making like a ripple effect. There's clarity. The sword of truth and clarity is taking reins. So there's mastery. You can see the brain, there's opening, there's being open to something new, to thinking outside the box. It can be divine, spiritual, can be very creative, okay? But a time of test or some kind of a competition that is on top, right? Because cards were like this. So on top, as some kind of overall energy, there's a competition or a training test, or maybe a tension related to waiting for some of you. Maybe like a creative energy that wants to be expressed, but it's not the time yet. Okay, take it as resonates for you. The theme of the month, the King of Pentacles for you, that is a business mindset, an entrepreneur person, but it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to be a business owner. Now, it's just someone who's reliable, very trustworthy, very grounded, thinking rationally before he makes investments. There's plentifulness represented by the grapes, a lot of possibilities to invest, a lot of opportunities to invest the resources of whatever kind, time, energy, money, creativity, passion, emotions. But he's making wise choices, wise investments, calculates first, budgets his resources, and sees, like, tries to analyze and forecast if the investment is of benefit. So I really like this, because the theme of the month for you is you may be becoming a business owner or thinking some kind of investment in any area of life. You may be growing up to be some kind of a boss, okay? But there's wisdom and maturity. You're ready for it. There's stability. There's also financial success for a lot of you. So a very good energy to be in, to have as a theme of the month. Very strong grip on that coin. So financially, I think you are also very well secured at this time. Now, for some reason, you are showing up as the Three of Swords, and that is some kind of sorrow. That's some kind of hardship. It can represent a heartache, but it doesn't have to be related to romance or love, okay? Three of Swords, to me, it tells me of something that is happening in the mind space, because Three of Swords, so mind space is primarily highlighted, but the swords are in the heart, so impacting the emotional space, the emotional body. So some kind of hardship that is in your mind space that hurts you. And there's lack of clarity for a lot of you with those clouds surrounding. So it may be, you know, on the outside you are a very strong person, very reliable with those two masculine energies, regardless of gender. You may be a provider. Other people may be looking up to you for security, like your family or some kind of community, whatever that may be, your parents, whatever that is for you, or children. So on the outside you have this this face of that strong entrepreneur business, having everything like well managed, well thought out. But I think on the inside you are facing some kind of a struggle that is related to this competition of some kind. And now you need to make sense out of those messages, because there are so many possibilities, as many of you out there, and you know your situation best. But I feel everything is okay in your world, you are secure, everything is okay, there's plentifulness, there's stability on the horizon as well. It's a very long-term stability that you have. It's not something that is going away or is going to be taken away from you soon. But on the inside you hide some kind of a hardship that is related to this test. Like you feel maybe you're going through a trial of some kind in your life, okay? And you feel confused. But that initiation, liberation is coming with the Ace of Swords, and it's going to cut through that confusion. So whatever that is, it's rooted in your mind space, but it's impacting your emotional space and emotional body, okay? But you are emerging as the Emperor. So whatever is happening, you are emerging strong. And again, what it tells me is that not necessarily this is healed. but you emerge as that version of you that is on the outside. You don't let anyone down. No one sees that struggle other than you. But you emerge, you still, like, you stand on your feet. It's not defeating you, but there's something rooted deep within you that perhaps it's worth to look at. Maybe there's a space of, or not maybe, it seems there's a space for healing, Pisces, that you maybe you are not allowing yourself to go through because of that outer version of you that needs to be strong and so reliable. Let's see, gratitude. This is a glorious time to be alive, and I am so grateful. Maybe there is something about recognizing what you have. Maybe instead of perceiving it as a trial or a test or a competition, perceive it as a growth, as an adventure, as a cooperation rather than competition of some kind. Something that carries the potential for growth rather than a potential for heartache. Maybe it's about gratitude and your perspective, Pisces. I will leave it there because, as I said, you know your situation best, and you can make sense out of those messages. You are strong and everything is good in your world. Whatever is happening with the Three of Swords, it's rooted in your mind space, and maybe really rooted in the past. It may be something like, ask yourself, is this still relevant? Is it relevant to your current situation, which is so good, which is so strong? I'll leave it there, Pisces. Please take care of yourself. Have a great rest of March. Make the best out of it, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.